the first episode.
But there is a way out of all that oppresses
We need a
people here and
revolution.
around.
Anything else in a final analysis is bullshit.
This is a show about revolution.
The whole damn system! To get organized for an actual revolution. Break all the chains!
We have to make a revolution.
George Floyd was murdered.
To protect this planet.
The right to abortion nationwide hangs in the balance.
Nuclear warfare.
The world is running out of time.
What makes the RNL Show the most important program on the internet is that we bring the way out of this madness through a real revolution. Welcome to the RevCom's YouTube channel, the place where you find the RNL Revolution Nothing Less show. My name is Andy Zee. I'm the host of the RNL Show, and I'm coming to you from our studio in Los Angeles, California. We began this special announcement of our holiday programming with the opening of our 100th episode recorded this past spring. As 2020 draws to a close, it was another momentous year when the madness of today ripped around the planet. Everywhere there's been a growing sense of our future hanging in the balance. And every week, the RNL Show and all the films and shorts that you find here viscerally bring to you the life-stealing and spirit-crushing reality that humanity suffers. And what you can find here, only here, is the solution to all the misery, the oppression, the exploitation in a real revolution. We don't bring just the horror, the murderous white supremacy, male supremacy, the threat of nuclear war, the devastation of the environment. We bring into and show you the root source of all of this in the capitalist imperialist system that rules this country and the world today. On the RNL Revolution Nothing Less show, we bring the good and too little known news, the uplifting, inspiring vision, and the way out of the madness through a real revolution, a revolution that is both possible and which could sweep away the system and all its institutions of exploitation, oppression, and repression, and go on to create a radically new and totally different system, a real socialist system that people would want to live in, a society where together we could go to work to free all of humanity all over the world from all forms of oppression. The possibility of doing this and how to do it and what it's all for has been brought forward by the revolutionary leader Bob Avakian, who has written the Constitution for a new socialist republic in North America, a vision and a blueprint for what really could be. So if you can't stand the world the way it is, if you are sick and tired of so many people being treated as less than human, if you have ever dreamed of a better world or even wondered if such a thing is possible, you are in the right place.
I'm CNSRNA Taylor. I'm the co-host of the RNL Show, and we've got a few important announcements for you. First, we just wrapped up Season 3, and we're getting ready for our first episode of Season 4, so mark your calendars and tell everyone you know January 12th, Season 4 begins. 2023 is going to be a decisive year, one way or the other. We are in a time when things are rapidly accelerating towards something truly horrific. But precisely because of the depth of the crisis that is gripping society at all levels, with all parts of society being ripped apart, and especially because those who rule this system can no longer hold this country together in the ways that people have been accustomed to, there is now a heightened possibility for making a real revolution. As our leader, Bob Avakian, the most important political thinker and leader in the world today, has made clear.
The masses of people in the world, and this is very acutely and urgently posed now, the masses of people in the world cannot any longer afford. It was always terrible that these are the people ruling the world, but it's now acutely posed. We can no longer afford to allow these imperialists to dominate the world and to determine the destiny of humanity. They need to be overthrown as quickly as possible.
There is no time to waste going along with this system and the way it pits people against each other or gets them thinking just about self. No time to waste being a tail on the Democratic donkey as it prattles on with honeyed promises, but in reality, the Democrats really can't do anything fundamental to stop all the different forms of oppression that torment masses of people and which are pushing the world dangerously close to an all-out war with Russia or China. We have to seize this time and make 2023 the year of major leaps and advances in putting revolution on the map and advancing to make this revolution real. And the season 4 of the RNL Revolution Nothing Less show will be the show to watch and to struggle with everyone you know to watch as well. So again, season 4 begins January 12th, 2023.
The clip you just saw a moment ago was from the incredible, game-changing 3-part interview that CNSRNA did with Bob Avakian this past fall. As you watch these interviews, you will see that Bob Avakian is nothing like all the bourgeois political leaders who get trotted out to lie to you, to confuse you, and to try to sucker you into the false hope of any real change under this system. No, BA brings you the cold but liberating truth. Only by making a real revolution and organizing society on a completely different foundation can we bring about a future and a world that is fit for today's children and future generations. And BA brings this truth to you with heart and with humor and with a scientific approach and a strategy that you can and need to take up to make this real. You get all that and more through these interviews, and you get it up close and personal.
These youth coming up, they have no future. And that's because of the workings of this system. And there is a burning down there. It may be simmering. It may be just a flickering flame, but there is a burning for something better. There is a way out of all this. And right now we have more opportunity than we've had in your lifetime or my lifetime to do this. And we can't afford to be wasting this time and this opportunity in bullshit. We got to get with this revolution so we can get all this shit off of our backs.
So our second announcement is this. Over our 3-week break between Revolution Nothing Less Season 3 and number 4, we will be releasing special segments from the Bob Avakian Interviews on the RNL Show every Thursday at our regular time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain, and 7 p.m. Central, and 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be pairing different questions and answers which provide the substance that everyone who desires a better world would benefit tremendously from. And during the holiday period, take the time to watch all 3 interviews. Each interview and the series as a whole have an arc that takes you on a journey. Rewatch them if you've already seen them, and share them with friends and family and spread them online.
Third, this revolution needs to reach millions and fast to come from behind to seize this rare time when revolution is more possible. We are right now in the midst of a $100,000 fund drive, and we need to get to $35,000 of that by January 2nd. So we are calling on you to donate generously, but also to join in reaching out to others that you know, asking them to donate, and work together with others to raise funds. One young person who recently joined the Revolution Club said, quote, "Since the interviews, my approach and observations and everything changed. And what I pay attention to, and what I see in people. The interview wasn't just a political revelation and a source of answers to a lot of questions. It was a big, personal, emotional, and transforming experience. When it comes to raising funds, it can help a lot." End quote. This person is right. Think about what it will mean to multiply this kind of impact by tens of thousands and even millions. This takes big money. So also on January 8th, the RevComs will be hosting a fundraising webinar right here on our channel, youtube.com/therevcoms, with members of the Revolution Club to carry this fund drive even higher in the new year. So mark your calendars for that as well.
In closing, what we are bringing to the world on the RNL Revolution Nothing Less show is hope and possibility. Hope on a scientific basis, which means on the basis of the world as it actually is, a recognition that the sharp, dangerous future that looms and weighs on the world opens up greater potential for a real revolution and a radically new world. As Bob Avakian has written, the situation is one of something terrible or something truly emancipating. And the something truly emancipating can only be realized through revolution. This is not pie in the sky or an easy road. No, it's real, it's possible, it's a hard road, but it is filled with the joy of embracing all of humanity, with the roadmap out of the brutality, the oppression, and the dangers that loom today. These interviews and this leadership of BA, this program and our website, revcom.us, hold the potential for a future fit for humanity, a future that can only be with you getting into and contributing to the revolution for the emancipation of humanity, nothing less.